Dun 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 na 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 na. What is going on, everybody? Is your boy Yaman's Toxic Gamma 331 back at it with another video, and today I'm going to be reviewing the newest installment in the Mission Impossible franchise, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. And before we get into the video itself, guys, remember to subscribe if you're new to the channel, because number one, it's absolutely free. Number two, we're on the road to 300 subscribers, just 66 away now. It would really help out your boy if you did subscribe. Also, excuse me. That also goes for people that haven't watched my channel for a while and haven't subscribed yet. Don't forget to like the video if you like my toxic media reviews. Remember to ring the bell for all notifications so you miss occasional upload. Also, do share the video because it also help me out, and do feel free to comment at your thoughts on Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning as well if you did in fact see it. And this is spoiler free, by the way. I will be talking spoilers tomorrow in the spoiler review, so be on the lookout for that if you want to hear spoilers. But before we go into the review, let's give a quick plot synopsis, shall we? So transition and Shazam. Team must track down a terrifying new weapon that threatens all of humanity if it falls into the wrong hands. With control of the future and the fate of the world at stake, a deadly race around the globe begins. Confronted by a mysterious, all-powerful enemy, Ethan is forced to consider that nothing can matter more than the mission, not even the lives of those he cares about most. Alright, let's just cut to the chase. I said this in my out of theater review yesterday. This, right now, is my favorite movie of the year so far. So, with that being said, I don't know if this is the best out of the Mission Impossible franchise. I have to let my thoughts still kind of sink in, even though I know my positives and mixed aspects of the film. But I still gotta let my thoughts sink in to see if it's my favorite or not. So my Mission Impossible ranking should be coming out. Wait, what day is today? Oh, okay, so it should be coming out Thursday. That's when my Mission Impossible ranking should be coming out. So with that being said, let's get into the actual review, shall we? Alright, wow, my knuckles cracked. Quite loud that time. Okay, anyways. So, starting off with the good. All the action scenes. I think maybe, like I said, I gotta still kind of let my thoughts sink in. But I think all the action scenes were amazing in this film. There was a bunch of different ones. Which we'll talk about in like a second or two about some certain scenes. There's also some minor action scenes that were pretty good. Like the beginning of the film I really enjoyed and thought it was really great. And some other ones too, which we'll get into. Also, another positive is the addition of Hayley Atwell as Grace in this. I thought she was a cool new little addition to the franchise. They do a good job of casting new characters. And Grace is a very charming character. And can't wait to see more of her in Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2. What other stuff? I also love the beginning dynamic between Ethan and Grace and how their relationship grows throughout the movie. I like how they do that, and how they build up the relationship. I thought that was really well done. And also, what other stuff? And especially that one car chase sequence with the little yellow car was a great action sequence where Ethan and Grace are handcuffed together, so they have to drive or whatever, and they keep on switching or whatever, and it's really funny and a fun action scene. What other stuff that I like about this? Also the intensity of the action sequences. My heart was beating so fast at some certain sequences because, yeah, like, the Mission Impossible does a good job at making your heart beat super fast at some certain sequences. Even the ones that you've seen before, you still go, woo. They did that with the where Ethan's climbing up the tallest building in the world from Ghost Protocol. I still get my heart beating super fast at that scene. And then in this one, there is some scenes like that too that still get your blood pumping. What else? S.I., I think that's how you pronounce it. S.I. Morales as the main human villain, Gabriel. Was hesitate, was, oh no, what's the word? I was hesitant at first about him as the villain, because from the trailers, they made him seem like a generic villain. But, as the movie went on, they do an interesting thing with his character where, I'm not going to talk about it fully, but I'm just saying, he has an interesting history with Ethan that I thought was very interesting and kind of made him pop out more as a villain, if that makes sense. So I don't think he's necessarily a bad villain, and they did a good choice. What other stuff? Trying to remember where I was at. They also did a great side character in Paris, who's played by Pom Clemente. If you guys do not know who she is, she plays Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy. She's a cool little side character. I wish she popped up a little bit more, but she's still a cool little side character. And also they do a great job of making you hate Gabriel as well, which is the main bad guy. Human bad guy, that is. And they make, yeah, and you want him to die. So, yeah. What other stuff? The train sequence, too, is another great sequence where basically Grace and Ethan have to make it onto each and every single train cart to make sure they don't die. So, and that's a very intense sequence as well. Another positive is, even though this is a part 1, I thought the ending was a good way to end the movie. And, yeah, I thought the ending was a good way to end it, because because part 1s usually leave on big cliffhangers, and you go like, oh, why'd you have to end it right there? I'm talking to you, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. But, yeah, they luckily do not do that in this movie, so, yeah, and I thought it was a good way, and most people in my theater seemed like it was a good way to end, too, so, yeah. Also, usually, I have a hard time getting interested in 2 hours and movies about 2 hours and 10 minutes long. This time, the movie had me hooked for a very long time, and I was hoping that this would never end, and I knew it had to end at some certain point, but the time went by super fast for me, and I thought that I didn't want it to end. This was a great addition to the Mission Impossible franchise, and, oh wait, I already said that. So, with that being said, also, I have another positive that I came up with just now. So, if you read the plot synopsis or heard me read it, there's an artificial intelligence in here as a villain too, and out of the movies that have artificial intelligences as villains, I think this is one of the better ones. I think they use it enough in this, so, and it's not terrible. So, that's another positive. Now let's move on to the mixed. How they sideline a certain character. I'm not going to say who, but they kind of sideline a character for the rest of the movie, which surprised me but I wish they kind of popped up a little bit more, but then again, I'm kind of glad they didn't, because they wouldn't make sense for the story. So that's the only mixed aspect I have. But with that being said, let's bring out the toxic meter. And this is not toxic, and this is my favorite movie of the year so far. So with that being said, I'm going to give it an A+. The first A+ of this year for me, which is absolutely insane. This is amazing movie. I said this in my short out of theater review. Go see this on the biggest theater possible, and this is an amazing movie. But with that being said, hopefully you all enjoyed this review of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel, because number one, it's absolutely free. Number two, we're on the road to 300 subscribers, just 66 away now. Really, how about you, boy, if you did subscribe? That also goes for people that have been watching my channel for a while and haven't subscribed yet. Don't forget to like the video if you like my toxic movie reviews. Don't forget to ring the bell for all notifications so miss occasional upload. Also, do share the video so we can have some more people join the toxic fam. And do feel free to comment your thoughts on Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 down below, or your excitement for Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. But with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next one, everybody. Peace.